Hello, my name is Amber Mitchell. Today I'm going to discuss the Brown versus Board of Education case and how John Dewey's educational philosophy connects to this case. Brown versus Board of Education is a U.S. Supreme Court case that declared racial segregation in public schools, overturning Plessy versus Ferguson, which allowed separate but equal facilities. The case was a consolidation of 5 different lawsuits that was brought forth by African American families who challenged segregated schools. Brown versus Board of Education was initiated by Oliver Brown. His daughter was Linda, who was denied admission to a nearby white elementary school in Topeka, Kansas. The Chief Justice, Earl Warren, led the court to rule unanimously that segregation in public education violated the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment. The decision stated that separate educational facilities are inherently unequal, recognizing the detrimental psychological and social impacts of segregation on African American children, which are demonstrated by the famous Clark-Doll experiments. This ruling was found pivotal in the American Civil Rights Movement as it signaled a shift toward dismantling institutionalized racism. However, its implementation faced resistance, leading to prolonged struggles for integration, including events like the Little Rock Nine crisis in 1957. Brown marked the beginning of the end for legalized racial segregation in the U.S., reshaping American civil rights law and public education. This landmark case remains a symbol of the fight for equality and a cornerstone of constitutional law. John Dewey is a prominent educational reformer and philosopher who influenced the ideas underpinning Brown versus Board of Education. Dewey's philosophy emphasized democracy, equality, and the role of education in shaping a just society. Dewey argued that education should foster social equality and civic participation. Segregated schools inherently denied African American students equal access to these democratic ideas, contradicting his vision of inclusive education as a cornerstone of democracy. He believed education should be student-centered and reflective of shared experiences across diverse communities. Segregation undermined this by perpetuating isolation and inequality, which reinforced social divisions rather than dismantling them. Dewey's philosophy helped to shape progressive educational philosophies and provided an intellectual foundation for the arguments against segregation in the Brown case. His ideas resonate in the case's emphasis on equality and education as fundamental to well-being of a democratic society.